Hi, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Yeah, I'm back from Ayers Rock, and it was a fantastic trip. I must admit, I was very, very surprised. It wasn't the place that I thought it was going to be, and geez, I would absolutely highly recommend it to anybody. It was a fantastic trip. I took my wife and 3 teenage boys away, and one of my boys said that's the best holiday he's ever had. So anybody looking for a good Australian holiday, by all means, I highly recommend it. While I was away, we had a couple of runners, a couple of horses. Northern Soul was probably a little bit disappointing. He struck a firmish sort of track, so he looks like he might be just looking for the soft tracks. So we might look for a race this week somewhere for him on a bit of a rain-affected going. Pro London Fog, another second. He's racking up a few of them, but he's certainly, it's hard to be complaining of a horse that keeps running second. I think he's earned 35,000 prize money now without even winning a race. So he's certainly knocking on the door. He's probably just about coming into his run this time in, so he might have one more, and we'll give him a gallop next week if he performs okay on the training track. He can maybe have one more run. Targo Miss went from finishing well back to running fourth, only just pipped out a third, so she looks like she may have turned the corner. She'll look for a race again next week, so she's okay. Cool World, he ran another slashing race. He's all ready to go. Hopefully he gets a run in the Synthetic Sprint Series final next week, and if not, he'll go round on the same day as a 1200 metre race on the same day, but certainly aiming him at the final. And a really nice horse that we raced first up called Pardon the Spun. He was one of our horses of the week a couple of weeks ago, and geez, he went good. He was very, very green, and Noel Carlo come back and gave him glowing reports. So just watch for him in the next couple of weeks when he gets out to 13 or 1400 metres. I've no doubt he'll jump out of the ground on his first up run. And Macrobius, he ran another slashing race. Probably was a little bit not quite good enough for the winner. The winner went bloody well in that race, but he'll now step out at Flemington Caulfield next week in a 2400 metre 3-year-old race, and be really, really interested. That's what he's been bred to run. He's been bred to run 2400 metres, and he gets his opportunity to do that next week. Yeah, runners this week, we'll probably go up the bush to Casterton on Sunday, just looking for a rain-affected track for a couple of horses. Probably take Northern Soul up there. I'll give him a gallop in the morning and see how he works. If he works up okay, he can go up there. A little horse having his first up run called Tejano's Tail. I reckon he'll handle a wet track okay, but the race will be way too short, only a 1200 metre race for him. Trying to get a run with a horse called Tempest. He's sort of well down in the weights and struggling a little bit to get a run, so hopefully he'll get a run, and his work this week was bloody good, so interesting, but he can tend to be a good track worker, that horse. And a horse called Spherical, who's ran a couple of really close seconds and thirds in the last couple of weeks. Probably just really looking for a 2400 metre race, which I just can't find for him, so he's going to have to go around a 2000 metre race this week. I was going to run him last week and had to scratch him. His work wasn't right up to where he was. He worked beautifully this morning, so he's back to where he should be, and he'll go around on Sunday. Next week I'll probably step out a little filly second up called Brianna. She ran really well first up, and then she's got a little bit of a cough, so we just had to back off her for a couple of days, and she seems back up to her old self, and so she'll go round at Pakenham on Tuesday. And also we'll take a horse called Moot. He's probably just about come to the end of his run, that horse, but I want to try him over a mile before we tip him out, just to sort of see if he'll settle enough to finish off. He's worked up beautifully through the week, and everything seems to be right with him. He's had a few runs, and probably I don't really need to overtax that horse, but I just want to try him over a mile before he goes out. Yeah, horse of the week this week is a horse called Cool World. Just a locally bred horse here by a guy called Wayne Jennings, who's been a very long-term client of ours. And Wayne loves giving his horses plenty of time, and he certainly did that with this horse. And he looks like he's going to pay benefits to him. He was a very immature young horse, and he didn't start racing until he was 4. So, but he hasn't run a bad race for us since we've had him. He's been fantastic, and his last 2 runs I thought have been slashing it in really good grade. We're going to take him probably to the Synthetic Sprint Series final next week, and the way he's certainly performed his last couple of starts, he could be really, really cheeky at good odds. But yeah, Wayne's a small-time breeder for our stable, and he's also got a beautiful Northern Meteor filly with us, and she looks like she's going to really make the grade. So, but this is certainly a horse worth following. He's probably only going to have the one more run, but next time in I think he'll certainly make a city grade horse. That's a horse called Cool World.
Hi everyone, straight on the attack this week. Let's try and find some winners. Flemington, race 1, number 3, Belomo. Then race 2, number 3, Bishop's Castle. My value bet, race 4, number 11, Military. Down in the weights, around 30 to 1 in early markets. Good value. If there's anything scratched out of those picks, I'm going to race 5, number 7, She Shazam with Robbie Griffiths again. Only 52.5 kilos. Big chance. So good luck, good punting, and we'll see you next week.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks very much for watching. Go onto our website to see what runners we've got this week, and by all means, I'm sure there's something interesting there for everybody. The Geelong Thoroughbred Club are having their annual race day this next Friday at Geelong, so go onto their website and look up for information if anyone's interested in coming along. It's always a great day, and hopefully we can have a runner or two on the day, and it'd be great to have a winner, but it's always a really good time. Well done to everybody while I was away. The place ticked over beautifully and the horses raced really well. So a few of the horses coming back in now for the spring, and they're just started to have a couple of light gallops now, and they certainly seem to be coming up good. So really wrapped and very excited about what's going on in the next couple of months. Until next week, see you later. Hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Frustrating week last week. He will bite me, you know that, don't you? GG girl, she'll go to Crampton on Friday night. That's it, I'm out.